Welcome to White Shoulders, Boar, Goats, and Farmstead. This is an update on the processing of the pig and what it cost. Oh, good Saturday morning. It's rained most of this week, so not a lot's gotten done outside. Thought I'd take you over here and show you the rain gauge. Looks like 2.2 inches. 2 inches and 2/10. That was enough. Now it just needs to get soaked in. So this morning I'm going to go and pick up the hog that's been processed, and then we'll go through that information on that. Tell you how much it costs to process, how much meat we got, and how much it costs to do. So I thought you guys might want to just go with me. So I'll do some different clips of the beautiful countryside on my way over to Jamesport. Okay, so I made it over. This is Yoder Sausage Kitchen, custom butchering over here at Jamesport, Missouri. I have returned home, and I have meat, if I can get it to come out. Oh, now they even cut the ribs up. Spare ribs, pork chops. That's some nice pork chops right there. And then I got 2 bags of stuff. There's sausage. And there's the lard. Very nice job that they did. It's all vacuum packed. And now it's time for me to get it in the freezer. And then I'll tell you guys about it here in a little while. Okay, so I'm going to write this down and let you get an idea of what it actually cost to raise your own hog to eat. And a lot of this has to do with your feed prices and your processor price. Okay, so I only have high school level math skills, so you will have to bear with me. I am going to attempt to show you what it costs to raise your own hog for your own consumption on your own little hobby farm, homestead, farmstead, however you want to put it. So I've done this for a few years running now, and my husband always tells me that I need to put pen to paper and explain how much it costs, because he thinks that it's a waste of time. Because in the few months that you have your hog, there is a varying amount of work to that. You just, pretty much what I do is make sure that they have water and their food never runs out. Long story short, here's the breakdown. I bought 2 hogs in April, and within about 3 or 4 days, the first hog, he didn't make it. He wasn't doing very good when I picked him up anyway, I don't think. But the other one did pretty well. So I bought a feeder pig, and she was about 40 pounds, and I paid $50 for her. I fed her about 650 pounds of feed, along with meat, or others, not meat, along with goat's milk, eggs, garden scraps, leftovers, just whatever I just threw down there. She had a little bit of everything she could possibly imagine having. And that feed cost $149.75. Now, when you're raising a hog up to eat, you want them to be about 250 to 300 pounds. You really don't want them to go much over 300 pounds, because then you're just throwing your money away, because at that point, they're just going to gain fat. Unless you want a lot of fat and want to render a lot of lard, you probably don't need all that. I also opted to have a service done. I could have hauled this hog over to the processor myself if I wanted to. Yeah, but I'm going to tell you, it's about an hour's drive one way. So I went ahead and had an on-farm kill service done, and that service was $65. As you saw in my previous video, the guy came, he killed the hog, gutted it, hung it, cut it in half, and the hanging weight on this hog was 236 pounds of meat, or 236 pounds hanging weight. Okay, in this math formula thing we got going here, the processor part of this was $160.32, which honestly, that's really not that bad, because you don't have to do it, and they did a really good job. That all the meat is vacuum packed, it's vacuum sealed. They did a really nice job. Their facility is really clean inside. This was I believe that they're Amish. They just did a really great job. It was amazing. So anyway, after I broke all this down, the total cost was $425.07 for one hog for a year. So you just figure that's a year's worth of meat that that's what it cost you to have that. Because this meat will last me a year or better. Sometimes a little bit longer. It just depends. Okay, so I figured out that the cost to process this meat was 67 cents a pound for the 236 pounds of hanging weight that they did. My freezers are completely full at this point. I have two. I have a 5, I think it's a 6 foot. I have a 6 foot chest freezer, but it's not a big one, and I have an upright, and they are both completely packed. You couldn't get anything else in them, so I have plenty of food. But after I broke this down, it ended up with the hanging weight, broke down price per pound, $1.80 a pound for 236 pounds of hanging weight of meat. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you got something out of this. I hope this may help you if you decide that you're going to raise your own hog to eat. And don't forget, when you do this, you really need to make an appointment somewhere before you buy your own hog. Because if you don't, you may not get that hog processed unless you find somebody that will come and do it for you, or if you choose to do it yourself, which that is an option. It's not an option for me because I can't do it anymore. So that's just why I have someone else do the work. It's just easier sometimes to pay for them to do it. But anyway, I hope that helps someone. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, like, subscribe, share, and drop me a comment. Thank you to all the new subscribers, and I hope you have a great weekend. Oh my gosh, what am I going to make with this?